Well, the first thing I want to say as far as like the quarantine, it's super real. It's super real. Like what's going on. Like it's a lot of people that want to speculate different things as far as like how I got here, what's really going on, like is people really dying from it. But I could vouch and let people know like people really is dying from it, you know, and that's serious. As far as everything else, I don't really know everything about that. But I do hope, you know, we definitely get through this. Condolences to anybody that lost anybody through this weird time, because this is crazy shit that nobody really could have predicted on time. Like they say people predicted it, but people really, you know, we ain't know how to react to it for real. But just the type of person I am, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I don't got time to be like negative about shit. Really don't. I got like so many plans. I got all type of aspirations and dreams that I didn't have since a kid. And that's like one of the biggest things I'm blessed with to this day. Like I still got childhood dreams and I'm a grown man now. Like, but even more than that, I get to chase it. So in times like this, it all come down to like who you are. It come down to your focus. You know, of course you got to stay safe. But even me, when I was first hearing about it, I ain't really believe it. I wasn't with all the hype. Then shit get real. You know, like when the NBA shut down, that's when I knew, like, okay, yeah, this is serious. This is real shit. But then it started hitting me personally, like around the same time I'm sure it hit everybody else, like with things shutting down and your life has to adjust. We was just in the studio like 4 days out of every week. Like, and I just kind of like got into this lifestyle. Like my whole life kind of transitioned towards the end of 2019, and was kind of crazy for me for 2020 to go how 2020 is going. Like, not to downplay what's going on. Like I say, you know, you can't be insensitive to anybody that's going through what they're going through because of this pandemic. But if you're not going through shit, you got to take advantage of this shit. You got to stay on top of shit. You really do. You got to really understand that, first of all, everybody is kind of on an even playing ground right now with what's going on. Whether it's people in different tax brackets or people at the lowest tax brackets, is, you know, a lot of opportunity for people to really get on top of their shit. It's kind of like, just like, you know, when you were in school and you ain't do your homework, and then some like crazy shit happened the next day to where it's like that homework shit didn't even matter. It's like you got your second chance to do that shit. So it's like now, okay, everybody get a chance to catch up. And me personally, I could vouch, like the way I had to transition my life, because I was working for 4 years. I was a manager at Portillo's and I was a supervisor at UPS. I was working my ass up. And I was getting to it, like really, really getting to it. But I always knew that I had to figure out a way to transition it into what I really wanted to do, which was music. And with everything that's going on with the coronavirus, it's like me, the type of person I am, and I can't speak for everybody because everybody got different outlooks on life, different goals, different paths. But with my path, it's like this shit, all it did was give me a chance to make an excuse for myself to want to be as creative as possible. Like, I just say I linked up with somebody after I made my project, Purple Elephant, producer named Elephant, and me and him, we just been linking, and we've been making some of the most creative shit that I can't even talk about it right now. It's like it's just a lot of shit that's in the works, but I've been finding a lot of blessings with this time, like being able to meet people like Elephant, like Cash, like Tuki, all people that's a part of my team. Nice, that's somebody that's been with me forever, so that's my brother. Like, we tied in whether we want to be or not. But not to mention, I got a whole group of people around me that make music, and more than making music, we all kind of come from an environment where it's like, it's not even it's not even a secret that you gotta do more. You gotta do over exceedingly to get what you really deserve to have. So it's a lot of energy for a lot of young people out here. Not to mention my brothers, my closest friends, who I can actually vouch for and know, and I could tell you about them because they think the same way I think. And all we want to do is just get rich. And every single one of us is not, we just know it's not worth living without getting what we feel like we deserve. We feel like we deserve to get rich. And you can have your own definition of rich, but yeah, definitely get rich. And that's for anybody. For real, for real. First thing we need to realize is the shit that they taught us was bullshit. Everything that we knew, especially like any black kid growing up in school, the first thing that you learn about your people is slavery. That's your introduction to your life. Everybody after that, they don't tell you shit about your people before that. They tell you slavery because this is American history. So you see the image of yourself from day one as a little kid when your mind is like the most just like, I don't know really the word for it, but basically just when your mind is just the most vulnerable. As a kid, you see like, okay, they tell me who I could be. And I don't think white people go through this, you know, not to say that that's their fault. It literally just is what it is. You know, people just, you got to understand that shit just is what it is. You know, you can't take certain shit personally. You just got to go through life and understand your advantages and disadvantages. For black people, from day one, we had a subliminal image of ourselves getting beat, tortured, and hated. And when we learned why, everybody was like, what the fuck? It's like, why? Like, for real? That's why? Like, because of our skin color, because of who we are, our race, for real? Like, that's why y'all hated us for so long? And people be trying to, you know, get rid of the fact, like, well, that was so long. No, that really wasn't even all that long ago, because a lot of this shit, as you can see now more than ever, is still here today. A lot of that shit didn't change. It'd be different, like, time periods where, like, it'd be breakouts of more racism, it'd be breakouts of more shit like that. But it's like, man, we got to understand that we got to be taught our history, for real. We got to understand that, like, we don't know where we really came from. And like, we need those leaders to really feed us the shit that we need to know. Not to mention, we need the people like me, my age group, the young motherfuckers, we all need to know, like, okay, like, listen, this is the shit we need to get with. For real, for real. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's a real pivotal time right now. It's crazy to see, like, how this shit gonna turn out.